I couldn't help but think while our two speakers were talking, we have thousands of members of the John Birch Society who believe in Mr. Welch, who believe in the society, who believes in all its principles, but still tell no man they belong. Their mail has to go to them in a plain envelope in case anybody should know that they belong. And when you think of a Hungarian and a Cuban who have gone through what they have gone, and they are willing to stand up and tell the world that they believe in Robert Welch and the principles of his society, what kind of mean, well, I won't say it. Last Friday morning, I checked into the hotel here, and I was here about an hour when the major came, and then somebody introduced him to me, and I didn't know, so we had a nice conversation. And he said, Mrs. McKinney, I've driven 1,000 miles, and I never stopped because I heard of the New England Rally for God and Family and Country, and I wanted to be here. He said, no, I'm not on your program. You have an overcrowded program, but if you don't mind, I'll stay around. He said, because I may be able to tell my story to a few people. And so I thought that was wonderful. I was pleased about it. And then my son Harold came to me a little while later, and he said, the major's going to stay at my house for the weekend. And I said, well, why is he going to stay here? Why doesn't he stay at the hotel? And he said, well, he hasn't any money. And so I spoke to the major afterwards, and he said, well, Miss McKinney, I'm sorry, I don't have any money. He said, I just can't even buy food while I'm here. But I did want to come to your rally. So I told him that he could stay at the hotel as our guest, and we would pay for his meals. But to think of the people that are here in Boston, and the American people, the businessmen, the wealthy people, the socially prominent people. I've gone for weeks to every newspaper in the city of Boston to ask them would they give us some cooperation. We didn't want any buttering up. All we wanted was true, factual information as they saw it. And not one single paper in the city of Boston cooperated with us. I went to the Chamber of Commerce, I went to the Department of Commerce, I have been all over every place. But because it has the taint of the John Birch Society, no one wants to be associated with it. And to think of two men from foreign countries that are willing to help Robert Welch and the society that he has formed, and to help the people who are willing to stand up and be counted. God certainly acts in mysterious ways.